helping make your life easier. Moms Every Day.
Hey, welcome to Moms Every Day. I'm Hattie Cheek. We have Dr. Meagan Shepherd with us from Cabell Huntington Hospital and Marshall University. And we've been talking about it before we came back from the break. It is that time of year again. The allergies are in full swing. I have been having issues in the morning and in the evening. We're talking about it, trying to give me a diagnosis here. You know me taking advantage of all our guests who come on the show.
It's fine. We love it.
But, I mean, I'm guessing you've already been seeing this from a lot of people.
Yes. So right now, the biggest allergens in our area are weeds and mold. And if you've noticed an increase in your symptoms over the last few weeks, specifically ragweed came into bloom about 2 weeks ago. So if you're feeling more problems throughout the day, even the night, it's probably ragweed.
And is it typically throughout the day?
Ragweed can be mainly, yes, throughout the day. The levels are highest between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. So we recommend if you have outdoor activities that you like to do, that you try to plan around that and do it later on in the day.
And I keep wondering to myself, how do I prevent these things from happening? I was asking her right before the show, well, how do I stop it? Is there anything?
No, that is a very common question. So the number one thing is to be aware of when the pollen levels are highest, when the pollens come out, and additionally the same things for mold. So like I said, for pollens, they're highest between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. and you should account for that. Try to drive around with your windows rolled up in your car.
Yes.
Keep your windows closed in your home. Use a high efficiency particulate air filter for your car and your home. That will help filter out those pollens in the air that you breathe in all day long and all night long. Additionally, for the mold, something people need to be aware of is that it hides. It hides in things like the fall leaf piles. So if you go out and you're going to be sweeping leaves, you're going to be really exposed to mold. Hay rides, playing around in the hay maze. Yes, all of those things, mold really hides there, so beware of that.
Yeah, that can put a real damper on what was supposed to be a fun day out. Can you take medicine before you go out?
Yes, you can. It's a good idea to take an antihistamine before you go, and something that you should always do is stay on top of it. Take the medications that your doctor has prescribed. That's something that you should stick with, and if they told you that you should do it in preparation for the fall allergy season, it's not too late. Go ahead and start it now, and it should start to help.
And I was thinking, you know, you said between the hours of 5 in the morning and 10 in the morning, you want to kind of avoid being outside because of all the allergies. But that's such a bummer because we're at the end of August, and that's the coolest time of the day.
It is. It's hard. Some of the other things that you can do if you want a more long-term treatment and you want to try to go without medicines and be able to get out and be around pollens without an issue, you should think about seeing an allergist and seeing if you're a candidate for allergy shots, because that is something that has been proven to help with allergic rhinitis, which is nasal symptoms, allergic asthma, and even bee venom, which is sort of a completely separate issue. But that's something that we do over a period of a few years, and it has been shown to be very efficacious if you stick with it.
And I mean, it's been around for a while.
Yes.
I was just telling her, my mom, when she was much younger, you know, she might have been a teenager when she had this done. She had to go in once a week for what, 6 months, get a shot, and then she still had to get shots after that, maybe not as much. No allergies. She's been fine.
No, it really can work. Most people, we can get them to at least where they need less medication. Our goal is to where you don't need any medication. But the main thing is that we want you to feel better. And so we try to get you controlled well with medications before we start, and then we can start that and hopefully get you to where you feel great and that you don't have to worry about your allergies.
And that's for people who don't even necessarily have, you know, awful allergies.
Exactly.
She had terrible allergies.
Exactly.
But
it can even be for people who have mild nasal symptoms or even mild asthma. We really have to see you to evaluate you to determine if you're a good candidate, because there are some other conditions people can have or medications they can be on that would make them not a good candidate for allergy shots. But for the most part, if you're able to do it, most people see benefit.
Yeah, and you know, it may be time consuming, but we can't downplay the effects that it have for people who have absolutely awful allergies that keep you home from work, keep you inside, things that you don't want to do. Well, Meagan Shepherd, thank you so much for being with us again. You always have some good information, especially for you allergy sufferers. I know there are so many out there, so if you do need any more information, you can always get in touch with Dr. Shepherd, or you can just head to our website, WSAZ.com. Click on that Moms Every Day tab, and of course, we want to remind you about a segment we are having next week, Healthy Families. It's on September 5th from 11 until noon, so make sure that you tune in for that. That's going to do it for Moms Today. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.